Hey everyone, it's your favorite real estate agent from Las Vegas, Robert Steim, Steim Realty Network from Keller Williams, the marketplace. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to introduce you guys to my Facebook group and invite you. It's moving to Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, and surrounding areas. The main point of this group is to actually share information in terms of what's going on in Las Vegas. I post articles pretty regularly about new developments, new resorts, new entertainment options, new restaurants, new shopping, new neighborhoods, all that stuff that one would help you enjoy Las Vegas a little bit more as a local, or if you're thinking about moving here, that's other information that you might want to take in consideration, where you might want to live, what you want access to, and maybe opportunities for business and jobs or whatnot. So anyways, I wanted to invite you to this. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of some of the articles and things, kind of a weekly recap of what we talked about this past week and some of that information. If you like what you see, there's going to be a link in the description here, and I'd love to have you join. It is a private group, so we just ask that you submit a request, answer a couple questions. We're just trying to keep the scammers and the spammers and people that just kind of ruin these groups out. And just a positive vibe, sharing information, sharing opinions. The community is really great. We've got about 1,400 people in here. Been going for just a little over a year, so we're seeing good growth, and it's fun and useful. It's a resource I wish I had when I was moving to Las Vegas way back, 18 years ago maybe. I didn't really have anybody I could trust or rely on to get me this information. So I found that maybe creating something like this was a useful tool for people. So yeah, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, join, whatever. Happy to help. So quick touch on some of these articles. So I shared an article about this Italian sandwich shop that's opening in Las Vegas, and we always have new shops, always have new restaurants, but this one in particular I thought was interesting because, first of all, I've heard good things about this place, never had it personally and wasn't aware of it until this article. But what interested me most about it is they have 2 locations currently, both of them in New York City. And they are super excited to be expanding to Las Vegas. So that jumped out at me a little bit. The fact that Las Vegas has really climbed the ladder in terms of culinary desire for people to want to open restaurants here. We have world famous chefs. They have several restaurants here. And it's just become a place where, foodies and restaurateurs and chefs want to be associated with Las Vegas. So I think that's super cool. The community that they're looking to open in is called the Uncommons. It's actually a development of mixed use, which is businesses, office space, shopping, restaurants. I believe there's even living spaces at that particular location. So it's a big, I want to say $400 million project that is developing off of the the 215 and South Durango. That's the southwest part of Las Vegas. It's growing a lot. Maybe something to look into. We'll definitely give this a try once it becomes available, though. And in terms of activities around the valley, it is pool season, believe it or not. It is March, 25th. Weather's a little bit cool still, but they're getting the pools ready. The Cosmopolitan, which is down on the Strip, is offering rooftop pool movies. So on Monday nights, you'll have an opportunity, if you want to, go hang out at the pool, watch a movie. I think that's pretty cool. So if you think about Vegas, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this place gets pretty crazy. People come in for the weekend, they get out. So like Monday night kind of makes sense. It might be a little bit slower, so let's open that up and put it to use. So they're going to use their big, giant 65-foot digital marquee, play some movies. They're going to actually start on May 22nd and run through September 11th here. The movie admission, $15 for pretty much everybody. However, as a local, you do get discounts typically at the different casinos, buffets, food in general, just show tickets, whatever it is. A lot of times they're going to offer local discounts. So when you do move here, look into getting your driver's license ASAP. Look into the different casinos, joining their rewards club members. You don't necessarily have to gamble. They just offer this stuff to try to entice people to come visit them, discounted stuff, and one of the perks of being here. So that seems like a fun activity. And then I came across this article about the MSG Sphere. So that's the Madison Square Garden Sphere that's being built on the Strip near the Venetian. So you can see a little bit of an image there. But they're actually hiring 3,000 roles in September that they'll be hiring for. And if you don't know what the MSG Sphere is, I posted a lot of that stuff in my group because it's such an awesome building. It's this big globe. So first of all, really cool that they were able to develop that, and the engineering and whatever to be able to put that together is cool in the first place. But on top of that, the entire outside is video screens. So most of the pictures I've seen generally show it as a globe, like the Earth, but they're going to be able to do all sorts of different things with all the lights, and it's going to be a pretty cool experience just from the outside. But inside, it's serving as a concert and venue. It's going to host all sorts of different things, and my understanding is it's going to seat like 17,000 people. The acoustics are going to be amazing. The experience in general, it's all state-of-the-art stuff. So very excited to see what that brings. I know that U2 is going to be playing the first concert there, I believe in September, and they haven't played for a while, but this is the type of place that will draw people to come perform. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that one, and I'm not somebody who likes to get too caught up in concerts and those sort of things, but this sounds like it's an experience that everybody should probably try. Cost about $2 billion to make, expected to open this fall, and they are now hiring. So if you're interested, look into that more. Other news, I keep tabs on the different developments that are going on around Vegas. So there's this Dream Hotel and Casino that's supposed to be built on the south side of the Strip, and they just hit a little bit of a snag with their financing. It sounds like they just need to reevaluate that or whatever they're doing. But sometimes these big projects, I mean, it's a ton of money. They're big, huge projects for them to take on. So it's pretty natural for them to hit a snag here and there. Now, in fairness, there are times where these plans totally change. Somebody changes their mind. They hit a snag that they can't overcome. So we get excited when we hear some news, but also we want to just kind of pump the brakes a little bit, keep an eye on what's going on, and see if it actually does follow through. So this one, all indications I've seen is it's still going to move forward, but they did hit a snag, hit the pause button, and they are working on getting the financing stuff figured out. But everything I'm hearing is still good on this one. So another one to keep an eye on. And then this article I thought was interesting. Las Vegas ranks on list of best sports business cities. So I thought this was super interesting because we've been a pro sports team since 2017. So we're very new to this. We had the NHL, Vegas Golden Knights, new franchise. Weren't sure if pro sports were going to make it in Las Vegas. It was just all like, hey, here's an experiment, hockey in the desert. Let's go for it. Well, since then, it's taken off. We have a very loyal fan base. We have the Raiders who have now come to town. We built Allegiant Stadium for them. We've got the WNBA who are just recently last year's WNBA champions. And we've got more stuff coming. So that's awesome. But the fact that we actually ranked number 7 on this list is pretty amazing to me because we ranked ahead of places like Chicago and Boston, who have every sports team you can imagine and have been doing this for a long time. And here, Vegas, a new kid on the block, is showing up and coming up on this list at number 7. So what this means is, all in all, with the business aspect of sports and the businesses seeing gains and the type of people that are coming, spending money, it's just a lot of opportunity, and I think that's pretty cool. Also doesn't hurt that all of our stuff's brand new, so we have like state-of-the-art everything. So kind of a fun place for people to come. And also, if you think about it, if you're an NFL fan, your team is playing the Raiders, what a great excuse to come to Vegas and catch a game and enjoy the city too. So I think it's very much a win for Las Vegas. I think, definitely something to keep an eye on. It's only going to get better. We are hosting the Super Bowl here next February of 2024. We have the Formula One race. That's going to be a huge deal. I had no idea F1 was such a big deal there. So the Formula One race is this fall. And that's, I've seen tickets and packages for that are like beyond expectations as far as cost, but they will sell out and it'll be a great event. So more to come. And then more Strip news. So as you know, Las Vegas is always changing. So we're tearing down old stuff, building new stuff. Sometimes it's a great improvement. Sometimes it's a little bit sad. So I think this one's both. We're getting the Hard Rock Casino. They just got their plans approved and the vote to go ahead for this giant guitar that they're going to be putting on the Strip. Now they have to make room for it. So unfortunately, the Mirage is going to be the property where that's going to go away to make space for this. So that means the Mirage Volcano that a lot of us know from movies and just from seeing in the past, that's going to go away. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing one last time, might be trying to figure out when that's going to officially shut down. But in the meantime, we have this giant guitar that's going to be changing the way the strip looks, and it's going to be awesome from what I see. And then let's see, the Las Vegas Eatery to be featured in diners, drive-ins, and dives. So if you're a fan of the Food Network, Guy Fieri does the show, Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, and he travels the country, kind of spotlights these little local businesses and restaurants, and kind of gives them some nice exposure, usually a nice bump in business, and kind of a cool story about the owner and how they got started type thing. So we are being featured one of our places here at Leticia's Cocina and Cantina on Main Street, downtown Las Vegas. And that's just one. So that got me to thinking, hopefully that's good exposure, be able to watch the episode and kind of just fun seeing local people on TV as always. And got me to thinking how I enjoy doing that sort of stuff when I travel to different cities and seeing, something I've seen on the Food Network, Man vs. Food, or this show here. But I actually pulled a list of all the diners that were featured on that particular show anyway. So 13 results, kind of a fun thing if you're just not sure what to do for dinner one night or lunch and you want to check some of these out. Naked City Pizza, Those Guys Pies, Bocce Burger, John Mull's Meats, and Roadkill. All different experiences. They all got some attention for some reason, right? So they wouldn't just come and pick some random place. So maybe a cool idea to watch the show, get a feel for what it's about, see if you want to check it out in person. But those are all fun activities to do. And then Vegas was recently voted the best road city for NHL players to have a day off. So I think this is kind of a no-brainer if you think about it as an athlete or any business, really. If you're going somewhere and you're going to be working and you happen to have an off day, why not have it in Vegas, right? So I think this is kind of a no-brainer. Of course, you want to have some spare time, explore the city, that sort of thing, but we were officially rated best road city for NHL players. It's kind of a funny article, but there you go. And then more activities, more sports. As we mentioned, the sports stuff's just been going crazy. So March Madness has arrived in Las Vegas. So this week, it says that after years of avoiding it. So you probably know over the years, Las Vegas, sports betting and those sort of things, that some major sports didn't want to be associated with, like, oh, we can't have stuff in Vegas. People bet on the games, but let's face it, you can bet on the games if you want to bet on the games, no matter where you're at. So they finally come to terms with that. So that's where the NHL came in. That's where the NFL came in. We're talking about NBA teams. We're talking about Major League Baseball teams. Now we've got the college sports. The NCAA men's basketball tournament has been here this week. So we've got the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 going on right now. And this is at T-Mobile Arena, which is where the hockey team plays, the Vegas Golden Knights. And these facilities also house, major concerts and that sort of thing. So anyways, it's another great event that's happening right now, and we're excited about that. And then from a real estate standpoint, we just had a $28 million mansion hit the market. So just always kind of fun. The price ranges of homes here in Vegas, they vary quite wildly. I would say, mid 400s is pretty typical here for most people. However, we got big successful athletes and performers and movie stars and business owners. So we definitely have our share of mansions also. So this one runs $28 million. There's a nice video on here to kind of walk you through it. It's in the Dragon Ridge community, which is in Henderson, Green Valley, Henderson, which is basically connected to Las Vegas. Looks like it's up on a hill with the pretty nice views of the city and everything. So that sort of stuff interests you, check it out. If you've got $28 million and you're interested in buying, make sure you call me. And then some more news on business. We've got DraftKings, which is opened up. So DraftKings is an online sports betting and fantasy betting app website that basically is a fun little deal as far as sports betting goes, with some pretty cool twists. But anyways, they're opening their headquarters here in the southwest part of Las Vegas. So they're going to have 1,000 jobs there. And this is actually located in the Uncommons also. So I mentioned the other growth in this area before. So Uncommons, that's where that Italian shop was going to be, the restaurant, the sandwich shop. So the Uncommons is located in the southwest part of Las Vegas. It's off of the South Durango and 215. So we're just seeing a lot of growth right there. So between this business that'll be there, that sandwich shop that'll be there, and then we've also got a casino and other stuff that's going on. So I'll get to that here in a minute. And Southern Nevada business is seeing boost from Las Vegas sports industry boom. So again, this is kind of the same thing as what I had shown before about us being a great sports city. This was just a little bit more detailed about specific businesses, how they've seen, 30% bump in their business during these events. And it's a pretty big deal. It's a lot of opportunity. So if you're an entrepreneur, have business ideas, might not be a bad idea to give Vegas a shot and see what you can do here. I know a lot of people move here because it's pretty business friendly and, entertainment and everything else to keep you busy in the meantime. And then we've got a rare chance to see 5 planets at once to take place over the next 6 sunsets. So I said the next 6 sunsets because today's actually day 1. So this will go on from March 25th, which is today, and then the 28th is supposedly the best day all the way through next Thursday, March 30th. So an opportunity to see 5 planets at once in the sky. And funny thing about this to me is Las Vegas is so bright that you can see it from space. However, being so bright, it's actually difficult to look into space. We don't see the stars so well because we have so much light. However, we are surrounded by desert. It's dark out there. We've got Boulder City, which is nearby, and I believe they're now certified as like a dark sky city for night viewing and stars gazing. So between that and, we've even got Death Valley, which is not super far to drive, and that's about as dark as it gets. If you're interested in seeing this sort of thing, you've got some opportunities. Go take a drive, go set up shop somewhere and look at the sky and see if you can catch these 5 planets. And then one last update about the Southwest here. So there's a new casino. The Durango is being built. It's part of the same family as Red Rock Casino, Green Valley Ranch, and now the Durango in the Southwest. This is off of the 215 in South Durango, also basically across the street from the Uncommon. So there's a lot of growth in the Southwest. Might be an area, if you're interested in moving here, something to think about or have access to if these sort of things interest you. But they just put the logo up, so that's the agave plant right there. They're scheduled to open up this fall, I believe October, but man, I drive by this place every couple days and it's been cruising as far as them building it. With Vegas, things happen fast. They make decisions. Construction crews, there's plenty of labor available. There's good weather. So these things can happen pretty fast. So we're all really excited about that. It'll have bowling. It'll have movie theaters. It'll have casinos and gaming and restaurants and all that fun stuff. So just another thing that we can keep an eye on and enjoy here in a few short months. So anyways, that's just kind of an overview of the things that we cover in this Facebook group. I think most of it's interesting. You might not be interested in every little thing, but I think in the back of your mind, at least knowing what's going on and feeling like you've got kind of an inside connection and knowing that I'm keeping an eye on this stuff for you, so that when you do decide to make a move, or if you decide you want to purchase something, potentially we can have discussions about what interests you and what your commute going to be like and what's most important to you, really. I don't give blanket advice. I want it to be very customized to you. So if you are interested in this group, would love to have you. Feel free to join. Moving to Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, and surrounding area. And if you want to talk, you can just message me directly on there. You can message me. My contact information's in the description as well. So happy to help. I'm a real estate agent. Love to help you move. But if I just help you with information, that's totally cool too. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking in with me, and I will see you again soon. Thanks so much.